Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the morning session. And today it's our immense pleasure to have with us Dr. Archan Kanti Das. Sir is Principal Scientist, ICAR, uh, FRI, Barakpur. And the topic chosen for deliberation is cage culture in inland open waters, a step towards doubling farmer income. Sir, you are audible as well as visible, and your presentation is also visible. Please start, sir. Sir, click directly
Huh?
on the presentation itself.
Okay.
बाहर
Now,
की presentation या इस पे click की बस.
now it is okay, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Uh, our we are on the spree of 21 days national training course on recent advances in fisheries and aquaculture technology towards sustainable rural development, jointly organized by West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences, Kolkata, West Bengal, and National Agriculture Development Corporation Limited, Baramulla, Jammu and Kashmir. So in this history today, myself, A.K. Das, Principal Scientist and in charge Training and Extension Unit, ICAR, Central Inland Fisheries Research Institute, Barakpur, Kolkata. And my topic is case culture in inland open waters, a step towards doubling farmers' income. This is my institute. Long journey we completed since established in 17th March 1947 out of 8 Central Fisheries Research Institute under Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India. Now we are second in that line. The first one is Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute, Cochin, established in 17th March, 17th February 1947. We are 1 month junior to CMFRI. Ours is CIFRI, 17th March 1947. In this long journey, we were on the way of already developed a number of epoch-making technologies, and that is why today we are with here at the helm of affairs of use productions since started our journey from 2 lakh ton of inland production to at present we are at 100 towards 150 lakh ton production in 2020-21. So it's a long journey. In this journey, this is the very flamboyant technology which is I am going to be presented. So this is our India, and this is case culture in at present more than 20 states out of 28 states in India and some of the 9 union territories. We are having more than 138 crores population. Everyday population is increasing. Protein requirement is increasing. At present, India do have more than 15 million fish farming communities. That is those who are depending on fisheries and aquaculture. It has already crossed more than 15 million population, farmers, fishers, fishery entrepreneurs all joining together, more than 150 lakhs. And in our agriculture sector, this is one of the very prized sector, fisheries and aquaculture. Now with this integrated farming system, this has a very good share for towards doubling farmers' income. Our visionary Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, that will be by 2020 onwards, will be targeting towards doubling farmers' income. So this is our Indian Council of Agricultural Research at a glance at the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Now, with the importance of this aquaculture and fisheries sector, the Government of India has developed another ministry, that is Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Science and Dairying, now headed by our Honorable Fisheries Minister, Sir Giriraj Singh Saab, who was earlier and who was former Ministry of Fisheries, Government of Bihar. Now he took over as our Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Science and Dairying, the largest national agriculture research education system in the world. Research institutes, now it has crossed around 110 numbers. State agriculture universities, more than 67 numbers. College of Fisheries, that every year 1 or 2 College of Fisheries being joined together, strengthening our sector. It has already crossed 28 numbers. Fisheries Research Institutes, 8 numbers, as I already mentioned. Ours is second oldest fisheries research institute in inland sector. Already we are on 75th year running. This is our very flamboyant project since independence, 1947. Such a vast crores of rupees are being diverted for development of this sector, very important sector under the umbrella of agriculture commodities. That 20,050 crores have already been diverted in 2020 for overall development of this sector. And our Honorable Cabinet Minister Sri Giriraj Singh Sape, and much toward that 11,000 crores being diverted for Maryland inland fisheries and aquaculture, and 9,000 crore diverted for infrastructure development. And NFDB, since its inception in 2006 at Hyderabad, took over this sector at a very loyal way, and disseminating how to develop this sector, how to enhance this fisheries as well as aquaculture from this sector. And we have to take these fruit out of that of 20,050 crores, so that the sector would be developed in a very robust way. This is, so at a glance, we'll go through India. What we do have as our inland open water fisheries resources. I will be coming on case culture little bit. First, what we do have in our hands, our resources. India is having 14 major rivers, and more than so many minor rivers, also more than 60. So rivers are 29,000 kilometers, canal systems, very important inland fisheries resources till now, which are not properly taken care of, which are not properly lifted for their enhancing fisheries. Now they are looking towards development of income towards these territorial farmers of India, and reservoirs already crossed more than 35 lakh hectares, and wetlands, floodplains, wetlands. This in Bihar called Chaur and Mon, and here in Bengal it is called Bil Baur, in Northeast called Manipur and Talpad, and Bil in Assam. So we do have 8.2 lakh hectare, and storage system 26 lakh hectare. This is our reservoir fisheries, very important inland fisheries resources, where we will be practicing, we have been practicing case culture, very robust technology, and many of the reservoirs remain fallow, and it is the science of this reservoir fisheries development only 60 years old. There is a lot of initiatives to be carried forward since 2006 with the oncoming of inception of NFDB, National Fisheries Development Board at Hyderabad, and a lot of initiatives has been taken towards stocking in those these productive inland fisheries resources. And out of 35 lakh hectare resources, large are 37%. Large means more than 5,000 hectare area. Medium means 1,000 to 5,000 hectare area, where these two we have been targeting for our case culture. And small reservoirs 47%. So small reservoir also will be targeting, which are towards up to 1,000 hectare called small reservoirs, and 900 to 1,000 hectare, these area will be fruitfully be utilized for case culture. So large reservoirs, we do have at present more than 77, medium 257 numbers, and small more than 25,000 numbers. So these are some of the fact files. 2019-20, and now 2021 it is already crossed. Fish production, total fish production is 141, around 142 million ton. Inland 68%, marine 32%. Somewhere some stagnation has been has been looking towards that marine sector. So a lot of initiatives also taken for developing coastal development and marine aquaculture to case culture. And per capita consumption at per FAO, we do require 12 kg per capita per year, but at present in India, we are having 9.8 kg per capita per year, where in our Tripura state, northeast state Tripura, there the maximum consumption 22 kg per capita per year. Already I mentioned fisheries populations and the people, those who are earning more than 75% of their daily earnings from fisheries sector, either selling fish, selling nets, associated with fisheries entrepreneurship. So they are called fishers populations is already 150 lakh people being involved in this sector. We got new Directorate of Fisheries from January 2019. So this is some of the these figures for our very beloved participants, entrepreneurs and all. That this one is the managed pond, same water being dragged and same water being putting there nowadays. The Josh is glaring eyes, and every year hurricane and huge rainfalls. So these should be taking care of the dissolving oxygen. And this is managed pond. This is also managed ponds nowadays. Along with these sinking feet, we are using at least the progressive farmers for intensive aquaculture. We are using floating feet, and that floating feet, it should not be strayed away this way, that way. So to be confined to them, we are putting these pipelines so that fish can easily able to get these floating feet from this pond system. And this is unmanaged pond. Now, as per FFDA, Fish Farmer Development Agency, our average fish production from aquaculture sector of Indian pond systems is that 3 ton per hectare. And but some of the progressive farmers, more than 20, 25, 30% progressive farmers, they are harvesting more than 10 ton per hectare of IMC and other associated carbs and all from pond system. So this is Chandil Dam on Subarnarekha, Jharkhand. So that reservoir, many of us may not be knowing, which is a reservoir, that this is reservoir, that any riverines, any flow, any natural flow of water, if it is obstructed by a dam, the inundated area is called a reservoir. And this is dam, we have nothing to do with this dam. This is either made by irrigation department or it is made by hydel authorities and all. But we are these associated with this blocked water bodies called reservoir. A reservoir has two parts. One is the upstream river and the lake area. Lake area is called Letic and upstream river is called Lotic. So both Letic and this Lentic make this system fluviatile. Unlike pond system, pond also man-made ecosystem, reservoir also man-made ecosystem. So definition of reservoir is a man-made lake, man-made ecosystem, man-made impoundment formed by obstruction of any sort of natural flow of water in the form of a dam. The inundated area above the dam is called a reservoir. So we have to release continuously water down at this riverine gate. We have to allow the water to go down little bit so that the downstream people should not shout at us, so that downstream river should be viable, environmental flow should be maintained. So this is the largest reservoir in India on river Narmada in Madhya Pradesh. This is Indira Sagar Reservoir, down Bargi Reservoir. That area is 93,000 hectares. The second largest reservoir in India is Hirakud, area is 73,000 hectares. On Mahanadi in Odisha, third largest reservoir in India is Gandhi Sagar on river Chambal in Madhya Pradesh, area is 68,000 hectares. So these are some of the water bodies where we can practice case culture, at least some depth of more than 10 meters. These are some of the reservoir, Bokweshwar Reservoir, Birbhum, West Bengal. So these are some of the barrages. Water depth though is low, barrages are not good for case culture because we require some more depth, more than 10 meters for flushings of fecal matters. I will be coming there. But these are good for our enclosure cultures like pen culture, floating pen and all. So now the case, what is case, what is enclosure? I will be going very fast, number of slides for our beloved participants. The term enclosure means case oblique pen of any size and shape, normally used to hold livestock within. The sides of a pen is simply gheri. that either made up of bamboo and mosquito nets. Nowadays, bamboos, because of 300 rupees or foreign cost, we are simply putting this fence made up of SDP nets. I will be showing some of the photographs of pen culture. And the bottom is at the top, and we will be garrowing this area called pen culture. And the cages are closed on all sides, leaving some small opening at the top for stocking, feeding, maneuvering, and harvesting. So this is the cage at a glance. A cage can hold fishes as captive stock in open waters, either for raising two options. One is raising stocking material, that is fry to fingerling production, or producing table-sized fish. So this is simple form of cage culture, highly acclaimed internationally. We did it at our central fisheries under World Fish Project in 2005 to 2010 project, and developed this technology. One reservoir in Dahod Reservoir, Madhya Pradesh, 5 kilometers from Mandidip, 45 kilometers from city of Bhopal, and one such case project we handled at Pahuch Reservoir, Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. Simple, one bamboo frame and a mosquito net, just our mosquito net upside down. So we are, and they will be hanging from this frame, the frame that is called collar, and the float made up of iron drum or SDP drum, and the these hapa maybe SDP or maybe nylon, only the mesh size, the space through which water is passing and all. For fry to fingerling, the space should be 6 to 10 mm. If for table fish production, we are stocking 10 to 15 gram, 20 gram, 100 gram size. So mesh size will be around 1 inch, that is 25 mm and all. So that good percolation, good flashings of fecal matters would be made comfortably from this case hopper. So this is our sea-free model case. Already it was marketed, and frame is made up of GI frame, and the this catwalk made up of iron checker plate. So why case culture? That we'll be having a glance because number of slides are there. Time is only 1 hour. So that India is already mentioned that more than 35 lakh hectare reservoir we do have, and 3.54 lakh hectare of floodplain wetlands. So present fish yield far below the potential owing to lack of auto recruitment, and we require more than 500 million fingerlings to be stocked in those inland open waters, and fisheries enhancement program in reservoirs and wetlands. But it is very tough, and huge mortality, huge money is involved in shifting, transporting the fingerlings of 10 gram size, as well as transporting in long distance where huge mortality will be occurred. So these case culture would be the possible answer for in situ production of fingerlings in the same place, and you release the fingerlings stocking at 1 inch size or 20 mm size fry, and within 3 months you will be getting more than 10 to 12 gram size 4 inch, that is 100 mm size fingerlings, and you release it in the same water body, either reservoir or deeper wetlands. So shallow bays in reservoir, deeper part of wetlands for case and marginal areas of these resources for pen farming could be utilized without affecting the fishery of the lake proper. So that technology, very simple technology, already I mentioned. Anything and everything can be used as case frame, and float is drum and some mosquito net or hopper, netlon hopper. So shape may be good for circular followed by square and rectangular. The recommended area may be 20 to 100 cubic meter. Now we have developed 1000 cubic meter volume of cages for production of table fish of IMC, that Labio rohita, Labio catla, and Sirinus mrigala out of that. So good for table fish production of larger sir cages for IMC. Areas suitable for cage are shallow bays. The base should be protected so that in May and June there is huge wind actions, huge hurricane like Amphan, like Aila, like Bulbul, Fani, and these Yash that it is lashed in West Bengal and all. So to avoid this drudgery, to avoid this hurry of nature, we'll be using the sheltered base where cage will be protected from havoc wind actions, particularly May, June, July month, and deeper portion of floodplain wetlands and lakes, so that there should be good flushings of the fecal matters, and water depth should be more than 4 meter in wetlands and more than 10 meter in reservoirs. So there are 4 types of cages. These are very primitive cages. That is simply, this is inbuilt component of our aquaculture system. Since time immemorial, we have been practicing this sort of cage culture. This is called fixed cage, putting 4 iron rod and making 1 mosquito net upside down. It's called fixed cage. Even if you keep for 10 minutes or 2 days fish, this is called cage culture. So it is an inbuilt component of our village areas of our aquaculture system and all. This is fixed cage, and this is floating cage, bamboo made collar, the frame, the float is iron drum, empty iron drum, and these 2 or 4 mesh mosquito net as net long hopper. This is floating cage. If depth is less, there will be chances of crabs to cut this nylon net. So we will push little bit further in a deeper area, so that it should be in floating condition, so that crabs should not cut this our hopper. So this is for our objective. The basic objective is fry to fingerling production, in situ production of fry to fingerlings. So this is submersible cage, normally being practiced in sea areas, now not in vogue. That is that subsurface area made up of steel, that submersible cage. And this is submerged cage. The photograph is from Bangladesh. Simply in a bamboo frame, you get out this area with net and put it at the bottom of the pond system. Now, because of huge eutrophication and deficiency in dissolved oxygen, so this is not in practice. So it is earlier photograph. This is submerged cage. So now cage culture and call for blue revolution, as our mandated this NTC, this national training course is on development of fisheries and aquaculture technology for sustainable rural development, and call for blue revolution. Our central ministry, honorable prime minister, has called for that. Second blue revolution is very nearby, and 2020 and 25 onwards, that will be for the second blue revolution. And cage culture is a very befitting reply towards sustaining this production for utilizing the unutilized sector of inland open waters. Inland open waters are like reservoirs and deeper wetlands. So for second blue revolution, our cage culture would be much more befitting for enhancing fisheries from these shallow, from these unutilized shallow water bodies like reservoirs and wetlands. So it's a glance that what is our at present status, that at present there are 20,000 cages of size 6 meter by 4 meter, the cage area, and depth is 4 meter, or 5 meter by 5 meter cage area, individual cage area, and depth is 4 meter for table fish production, and 2 meter upper depth is for fry to fingerling production. So at present there are 20,000 cages functioning in more than 20 states, especially in reservoirs. And under this Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, another 20,000 cages has already been proposed, and number of states are working in this direction. So by 2020-22 onwards, we will be having more than 40,000 cages functioning in our inland open water system, especially reservoirs and wetlands. So this cage culture, this technology has been adopted through National Mission for Protein Supplement through NFDB, National Fisheries, in 2011-12. 100 crores has been diverted at the last 10 years, phenomenal increase in cages. 2018-19 NFDB installed more than 2,000 cages, and NFDB entrepreneurial development 1,300 cages already released. So many cages yet to be operationalized in many states. Livelihood generation of more than 2 lakh people directly, and production of water bodies will increase immensely with many folds. I know many of our beloved participants may ask, these are all government supported system. No, For your kind information, there are number of cages already installed across India by number of private entrepreneurs like in our Ukai Reservoir, Gujarat, there are more than 600 cages in Ukai Reservoir launched by a private entrepreneur, duly supported. There are some support from government, and at times there may not be any support. They are doing of their own, like our Mandal brothers, Mandal fish producers in Chhattisgarh. They are having more than 2,000 cages functional under them in Chhattisgarh reservoir. So government has provided reservoirs otherwise at some time to utilize this unutilized area of reservoir for these private entrepreneurs to developing this technology. Number of people, number of farmers already involved for their daily livelihood being derived out of this. So at a glance, our going down by memory lane of history, that's where CIFRI started with this journey with this case culture technology. That case culture technology, already I mentioned that this is an inbuilt component of our aquaculture system, started with fixed cages, and that CIFRI has started its journey in 1970 with case culture experiments with breathing fishes, and model is like that. And 1973 in running water of Jamuna, Allahabad for Rohu and Mrigal. 1974 studies at Gethal Shut Reservoir, Jharkhand, immense potential in reservoirs. 81 case culture in Guleria, Uttar Pradesh, raising stocking materials like that. In 1990s, fingerling and table fish production in wetlands of West Bengal and Assam. That where we noticed that IMC is not suitable towards table fish production in cages because little bit eutrophication in wetland, more eutrophication than reservoir. 2007 and 9, overwhelming success has been gained by CIFRI under World Fish Project in Pahuch Reservoir, Uttar Pradesh, and Dahod Reservoir, Madhya Pradesh. 2011 onwards, table fish of economically important species through GI frame cages in Maithon Reservoir, where CIFRI is maintaining a cage hub. More than 100 reservoir cages are there in Maithon Reservoir on river Barakar, a tributary to river Damodar in the border of West Bengal and Jharkhand. 2016-17, CIFRI has commercialized ICS CIFRI model case. Then ICS CIFRI commercialized a grow feed, that case grow feed, so that we can provide protein feed for the case the case seeds. Then commercialized ICS CIFRI model pen, and already CIFRI model pen has been patented in 2018-19. Now our scientist has been endeavoring in developing diversification of species in cages so that it would be well accepted at different parts of India in deeper water bodies like reservoir with the available fish seeds available in those areas. So this is our model GI frame cages already mentioned and marketed, that is GI frame, collar, and HDP drum. This is already we have marketed number of cages including Central Agriculture, Rajendra Central Agriculture University, Samastipur also we have given cages. So this is our cage grow feed already marketed. These are some of the pictorial this is Ukai and Vadavana Reservoir, Gujarat. Private parties they are doing, private entrepreneurs. This is Samaguri Bill, Assam, very deeper, more than a 10-meter depth is there in this bill of Assam. This is our model case. We are producing Leviobata and some sorts of Tengara and tall in the very cost, and Ompok bimiculators also being practiced for production of table fish in these cases installed in wetlands. And this is Krishnagiri, Tamil Nadu. This is Pantun made case. And this is Loni wetland also case culture is being practiced. So these are Salia Reservoir, Odisha. Our cages are there. Chandil Reservoir, Jharkhand, and Maithon Reservoir, where our cage hub run by CIFRI is there. And very recently, last 3 years, we developed cage culture, sustainable cage culture for production of table fish of Pangasianodon hypophthalmus in Gobind Sagan Reservoir and Pong Reservoir in Himachal Pradesh. So this is a Jhanki case culture ki Chandil Reservoir. That here I have to mention that there is a great social reformations that this technology has developed in Jharkhand, more than 5,000 cages are functional, maximum run by these private entrepreneurs. And here is my honorable director, Dr. Basanta Kumar Das sir, and the joint director, Dr. Manoj Kumar of Department of Fisheries, Government of Jharkhand. This is the floating feed, and this is Pangasianodon hypothalamus. Here I have to mention that the Naxalism, virtually 98% Naxalism has been wiped out. They have been brought toward this normal life through this technology of cage culture in Jharkhand. So heads of this Department of Fisheries, they have taken our technology, they have improvised, and they have been putting a lot of efforts in strengthening this sector and spreading this technology in number of reservoirs of Jharkhand. So this is types of cages. Already I mentioned low cost cages, bamboo made frame, though less durable 4 years, then galvanized iron based, then HDP or pontoon based. These are costly, but this, if I do have very little amount, I can go for low cost cage, then with some support galvanized GI or MS, mild steam or HDP pontoon made cage. These are durable, but resale value is not there. Here resale value is there. So this is our major activities. We are propagating this technology like anything, and optimizing our site selection and cage design and diversification, standardization of table fish production in cages, including formulation of package of practices and diversity and dissemination of cage fish farming technology to the end users, fishers, entrepreneurs, NGOs, Department of Fishery officials, and different states, including substantial training program being conducted on site and in-house also training program. So this is the techniques of cage fabrication. Very simple. I will go very fast. Time is very short. This is for our entrepreneurs and young minds how to develop this technology. This is the bamboo frame floated with the iron drum and being dragged to be installed in the center portion of a small reservoir, Dahod in Madhya Pradesh. These are the bamboos for cage frame. These are the being dragged through these tractors, and we can use the GI, we can use the HDP pipe and this iron drum, either iron drum painted, old drum to be repainted with Asian paints, or HDP these drum, empty drum to be used as float. So these are the some of the required materials for making this fabricating this cage. This is bamboo make frame. These are tied with nut and bolts, and finally this will be, the frame will be carried and putting into the water. This is making the frame, and finally this is the frame. These are the iron drum as float being tied with this GI wire, and we are dragging it to the, this is being dragged to towing with this boat to the central portion, and finally that these are the stones are being used as anchors, and we are tightening at the central portion of the small reservoir. So this is the hapa, net-lawn hapa, that is just upside down mosquito net, and we are putting this mosquito net here, and this is the cover to save the stockfish from these external predatory birds. So these are called sinkers to make the cage hapa in its proper shape. Anchors already shown, and this is our complete floating cage. So these are the seeds being carried, normally fry being carried in the evening hours, oxygen made, it sustains more than 40 hours, and then put it there. And here oxygen packed fry of 15 to 20 minutes. It should not be opened right now. We have to keep for acclimatization. Inside temperature is more, outside reservoir temperature is rather less. So it has to be synchronized, acclimatized. Then we'll be keeping for 1 or 2 hours. Then we'll be opening one by one. So that this is our former Honorable DG ICR, Dr. S. Atma sir, our former director, Dr. KK Vas sir. So they are under this World Fish Project. They are the PIs of this project and venturing into this areas and all. So these are cage feeding, and these are the size of our fingerlings grown in cages, and regularly we are monitoring the feeds available, natural feeds, plankton and all available inside the cages, and this is our produce, and we will be releasing into the cages. This is not harvesting, this is called release. remove and release, so that they have been growing last 3 months and they are already acclimatized with the system. They will be releasing into the lake proper. So then a GI frame, that slowly we are developing these, standardizing this our case culture technology. This is GI pipe for making frame, and the drum we are tightening it so that water should not percolate inside, and this is the float being tightened with the collar, and this they are tightening out the frame, this iron drum, and this is the hapa being made ready for hanging. And these are the fingerlings, and even the scampi, Macrobrachium rosenbergi also being grown, only that male and female to be segregated. And at night, we reach the site at Maithon with the fingerlings will be stocked there for table fish production. So this is the training programs going on in Maithon Reservoir. And case culture and blue revolution, already I mentioned that 20,000 cages and number of displaced people, 20,000 displaced farm families in Chandil Reservoir has been put together for under this technology, and the Naxalism, virtually more than 90% Naxalism wiped out. They came into the normal chain of life and livelihood collections through this case culture technology. And number of species being experimented is still going on. Labiorhita rohu, Cyprina scarpio, and then this rosenbergi, that is scampi, Tenopharyngodon idella, Clarias batrachus, and Heteromneustis fossilis, very good, successful growing with this table fish with this Heteromneustis fossilis, that is Singi. And these are the species here. I have to mention some point. This is Macrobrachium rosenbergi. You have to put some palm leaf at the bottom of the case because they are crustaceans. They are not these with these aquatic vertebrates. They are aquatic invertebrates rather. As per FAO, we used to call them fish. They are called shellfish. They grow well, but male female to be segregated. This is monosex tilapia, grown very well, but it is recommended that in the reservoir, if already the Nilotica is there, then you can go for Nilotica stocking in cages, otherwise not, because if they will be released, they may spoil your water body. So this is Levio butter, very good production, very good taste, and Eastern India market is more than 350 rupees of 200 gram size Levio butter. This is a butterfish, Ompok bimiculatus, at times Ompok pavo, wherever which seeds are available. If you stock 5 gram within 7 or 8 months, you will be getting more than 75 gram size live Ompok bimiculatus, very good species. Market in Eastern India is around 640 to 750 rupees market. And this is Cyprina scarpio. At times, the koi carp, that Bangkok variety ornamental common carp, grown well. Survivability is more than 99%. And you can go for table fish of ornamental koi carp pental. This is Levio cutla. Though the fry to fingerling is well established, but for getting this table fish, you have to make the case circular or this square and larger case. So Levio cutla would grow well. This is called Japanese putti, Barbonimus gonionotus. I used to call it the labor fish. If you put per case 5, 5, 10, 10 Barbonimus gonionotus, and in some cages 5, 5, 10, 10 piece Nilotica, they will be taking care of cleaning your cages. You need not to put labor. They are called labor fish. But I'll show you one slide that Levio calbasu, Barbonimus gonionotus, and monosex tilapia would be very good effective in making your case clean. They will be cleaning from moss, algae, and all spawns. They will be taking care of, and they will be maintaining the eco-health of the case netlon hapa wall by these 3 species. One is Barbonimus gonionotus, monosex tilapia, as well as Levio calbasu. And this is our Pangasianodon hypothalamus. Our Honorable DG Saab is there, former DG Dr. S.I. Pansar, holding these 3.5 years old these brooders of Pangasianodon hypothalamus in Nayati. So this is our salient findings on table fish production, already established, and survival rate. The optimum stocking density 100 gram size. You stock 60 numbers per cubic meter. You'd be getting at least 5 ton per case of size 5 meter by 5 meter with 4 meter depth, or 6 meter by 4 meter with hapa depth 4 meter. You will be getting 5 ton production. 3 to 5 ton production is assured per case which is unexpected from our land-based aquaculture system, and survival rate is more than 90%. Like that, Bata, Katla, Rohita, Mrigala, Koikar already mentioned, and Scampi, Rosenbergi, Shingi fossilis, Carpio, and Tenophrygmodon idella. So these are the table fish production in case already I mentioned that Labiobata, Katla, Clarias batrachus, and we are regularly monitoring these with diversification of fish species. These are the technology already available in the market. Fry to fingerling. This is the stocking of fry to fingerling, and this is the stocking of for table fish and all. So this is the feed we develop, the extruded pelleted feed, so that feed should be in floating condition, and within 5 to 10 minutes it would be swallowed by the stocked fish, so that there will not be any loss of feed into the lake. If at all 0.1, 0.2% or 1% will be leached out also, that would be available for the fishes already available in the lake proper. It would be good to develop some sort of nutrient loading into your system, which is otherwise deficient in nutrients in our inland open water system, because most of the catchment area of all the reservoirs in India are denuded. There is no nutrient. So in one way, we will be supporting the lake proper fish seeds with these maybe 0.1% or 2% leaching from this extruded floating feed. That would be good for the fish available in the lake system. So this is at a glance the case made up of the Nilkamal already in the market for developing case frame, and these are our pontoon made cages, and this is our in wetlands of Samaguri Vilasam, our Pangasius, and these are the seeds, and we are practicing it in Pong Reservoir, Himachal Pradesh, on river Bias, and these on river Satluj Gobind Sagar Reservoir in Himachal Pradesh. So this is the rehab of Pangasian anodon, especially in winter. They will be attacked with these septicemia, bacterial septicemia, and red rot diseases. So that would be taken care of with this oracle of bath treatment, permanganate treatment or salt treatment with this rehabbing these fungus species during winter. So this is a photograph of this Pong Reserve in Himachal Pradesh. Fingerlings has been carried out from Naihati, Kolkata. They are given bath treatment with permanganate, and they will be released into the reservoir. And some fry to fingerling already in oxygen packet, and they are kept for 2 hours for acclimatization. Inside and outside temperature should be maintained at par, then they will be released. So this is already I mentioned that Barbonimus gonionotus, Japani putti, or Monosex tilapia, Niloticus or Labio calbasu, how they will take care. This is the sponge or netlon hapas when they are dipping into the water. So these are the sponge that is Spongilla species and Eunepas species and all. This is the first report of a sponge infestation in inland case aquaculture. To genetically they are checked and all, and this is the brown sponge and all. This is green sponge. The moment if you dip this net, the net slowly will be with this if there will not be any fish inside the cages. So, and now this is first net mesh is blocked with helmets, then the germicules, a small tiny sponge attached to that, and proliferate, finally total blocking. So we need to clear it regularly with brushing every week or every 15 days. But at this very moment, labor is very costly because Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Generation Scheme virtually wiped out all the labor. So we'll be using the fish species here, monoculture of Barbonimus gonionotus. See, the Barbonimus gonionotus Japani putti make this cage whole, that is the mesh clear. They've swallowed all sponge and algae attached to this. And this is 50-50, Barbonimus as well as Pangas. So, and here no Barbonimus, only Pangas, and here no fish, totally blocked. So, it is clearly depicted that if we stock some 10-20 piece of these Barbonimus gonionotus in one cages, they will be taking care of the net blocking with sponge and algal mat and all. So these are called labor fish. I used to call them labor fish. This is Labio calbasu. This is Barbonimus gonionotus and Monosex tilapia called net cleaners. If we use these 5, 5, 10, 10 numbers of 10 gram size in each and every cages, they will be taking care of all the net blocking materials like sponge, algal mats and all. So some winter management, deep treatment all. This is the only deep treatment and some feed additives with lead 52 and all, and some immunoboosting with these vitamin C and all, ascorbic acid and all, and potassium permanganate and T2 2.5 to 3% sodium salt solution deep treatment is required during winter. So, and regularly disease monitoring being made in cages. And these are the some of the figures of our what we face: Ichthyosis multifilus protozoan disease being controlled with these some sterilizers like Blason and all, and sodium chloride solutions, bath treatment. So this is the permanganate treatment for dropsy, Aeromonas hydrophila and all. So, so with this soil, adding soil and permanganate in a cotton made this hanging this basket, and it will be slow release from developing slow release formulation of potassium permanganate to check to control dropsy of stock fish seeds of Pangasianodon hypothalamus. So drugs, chemicals for case culture, already I mentioned potassium permanganate, formalin, very quite little bit we are using because it is carcinogenic. Now OTC, only these antibiotics OTC being used at this very last and when everything got failed, all bath treatment, we are using 80 milligram per kg body weight. Normal dose in pond culture is 50 milligram per kg body weight, and with adding with water mixture and all, without any mixing with these arrowroot and all, so that for easy release. But this is being taken care of at the last moment when all other bath treatment got failed, particularly to control red septicemia and all in case of Pangasianodon hypothalamus and other species, and fluorphenicol also. So these because of antimicrobial resistance and all, we are not immediately recommending for applying antibiotics, but at the last end when all other protocols failed, all other implications failed, then we are only taking care of this OTC or fluorphenicol. So this is all India, and with the development of this case culture since got rejuvenated since 2007 onwards, and a lot of more than 50 feed companies with floating feed there in the market like Growell, Godrej, these Abyss, and then a New Hope, then Unibate, and number of these the King, Taj, so many these feed growers are there in the market for floating feed, and they are doing well, and they are helping in extending this technology ahead of and reaching towards all people, including entrepreneurs and farmers, with support from their side of making floating feed available across Indian markets. So these are case culture, Mithon. They are all Madhya Pradesh MP Fisheries Federation. They are also practicing case culture in their large water bodies like Indira Sagar and Gandhi Sagar Reservoir, and being trained regularly in Mithon Reservoir, Jharkhand. So this is Mithon Reservoir at the back. Our colleague, Dr. B.S. Suresh and Dr. Samanta are looking toward, and this is floating feed being given to Pangasianodon hypothalamus. This is from Chhattisgarh, and they are the produce, and this is their weighing, and from there it is being sold to market live, and this is integrated farming, and this is case farming with Dakari. This is very good, very another product system. This is our initiation of case designing in 1970s, and this is in some case culture in build system, though not properly because flashing is blocked. And so this is our simple bamboo frame and 1-2 float, and you are tying your nets. This is our case activities in Dahod Reservoir, Bhopal. This is also Dahod Reservoir, Bhopal. These are also cages being installed in reservoirs. This is one cage is our former DG sir, Dr. S. Arpan sir, in Kabini Reservoir. Simple, supari, that is Arikanat, making frame and some floaty thermocol, and simple, that anything and everything can be used for case frame and all. So this is our model GI frame with GI case. This is the design. Only 2 rows are good enough to flush the inside water for more dissolved oxygen available to the stock fish. And this is our pontoon-based modular case is installed in Pong Reservoir. Very good case production handed over to Department of Fisheries with substantial training program launched by ICL Free Tarapur at Pong Reservoir, Kangra, Himachal Pradesh. This is our Chandil Reservoir. This is the Pong Reservoir. We are spreading the floating feed to the stockfish. This is our the hall of Pangasianodon hypothalamus. This is our ICS Sifri case adapted to Sidabari Asansol. Honorable MOS Babul Supriyaji handed over one case along with the seed and feed to empower our women fisher folk for developing this sector through this case culture technology. This is case in Loktak Lake, Manipur, and this is my honorable director, Dr. B.K. Das sir, along with me, and they are the Department of Fisheries officials. There is some loophole, some mismanagement. So we are giving them on-field demonstrations. Where is the lacuna? What needs to be best for developing this case culture in Loktak Lake, Manipur. This is Samaguri Bill, Assam. This is our Samaguri Bill, Assam. And this is Tilaya Dam, Kodarma. You know, this Jharkhand over flooded with cages, more than 5,000 cages are available. And with this, ecotourism already developed. If anybody goes there in Kodarma Tilaya Dam, they will be taken into the heart of a floating cage house, and they will be offered fish fry. And also ecotourism got developed with this cage culture on Tilaya Dam in Kodarma. This is also on Tilaya Dam on this river Badakar above Maithon Reservoir. So this is our Sifri model case. This is our case culture in Indira Sagar Reservoir. I was there. There is some mismanagement of the system. So I was there in demonstrating the entrepreneurs who is looking towards this case culture in Indira Sagar Reservoir, the largest reservoir of India. So this is our former this MD, Managing Director, MP Fisheries Federation, and the lessee. And they are being and this is the feed being offered to the stockfish in Indira Sagar Reservoir. So this is the women empowerment in Indira Sagar Reservoir. This is Salia Reservoir, Odisha. Demonstration is going on. Some sort of hindrance is there, mismanagement is there. So they are being taken care of through the training program being conducted, so that the barred net should not touch the water. Otherwise, the slime mold will be detached. So it should be tightened properly and all. So they are being demonstrated on field. So this is training going on at Salia Reservoir, Odisha. This ongoing training program. So this is the Salia Reservoir, Odisha. There is some mismanagements and all for the time being. So that was taken care of. So this is the floating feed and the these bird net which are being tied at the top, so that birds should not venture into the system, into our cages. So these surface, these bird net being already touched with water, surface water, and feed, floating feed came out, got wasted. So it should be tightened properly and all. And this is the net and the feed which should have been remained inside, they have came out. So it is to be protected with half meter this bag from where the fish feed being emptied. So if you tied it at there and relieve it at this, so it should not come out. They are very costly, 37 to 40 rupees. It should not come out from the cages. So these are some of the mismanagements. So this is case culture at Dumbu Reservoir, Tripura. We are regularly monitoring in Gomti district, Tripura. A very good case culture site is going on in Dumbu Reservoir, Tripura. So this is the mismanagement again, that last 3 months they have not taken care of this. Cage nets totally blocked. So they are, this is the Department of Fisheries officials. They are being trained on site that how to take care of these blockings and all. So this is round case. Already I mentioned that larger the case, a round case of 18 to 20 meter dia, they will be holding 1000 cubic meter volume of water, and you will be producing very good, more than these 1 to 2 ton IMC production, stocking in 100 to 200 grams. And this is in Hirakud Reservoir, the round case under World Fish. Sifri also developing, already undergoing development, the model case of round case of 20 meter dia, that is 1000 cubic meter volume. So this is our model round case designed by Sifri. So this is round case, model round case made up of FRP, handmade round case at low cost. So this is the, already I mentioned that if you tie this mosquito net at the first half meter, the feet which will be spread here, they will not go out through this mesh of 1 inch size where fingerling being grown. So this should be are tightened properly, so that the whatever feed we are putting here up to 4 mm size, they should not come out because feed is very costly. So this is the cage culture, a jhanki that in Takathia river in near Chandpur, they are practicing simple, no catwalk and all. They are practicing cage culture for production of this monosex tilapia and Pangasianodon hypothalamus in the riverine cages, now being practiced, already practiced in our Ganga system in Bihar. So this is the cage culture in riverine system. Simple, very simple format. This is water pipe or some bamboo tightening and keeping this hapa upside down and go on keeping, and you stocking, feeding everything through boat. You need not to stand on this catwalk, and you will be getting along the cage more than 10,000 cages are functional even in Bangladesh in riverine systems. In our Bihar also some cages are functional for fry to fingerling production in riverine system. So this is the cage culture in Bangladesh. For our people to be trained in along the river course, our depth is hardly 2 meters, and they are going for Nilotica, the Oreophobis niloticus, as well as Pangasianodon hypothalamus. So this is our Dr. Nandisha sir, this World Aquaculture Frontiers, now he is no more, and case site at Dakatia River, Chandpur, Asadul Baki sir is there. So there are more than 10,000 cages are functional in that river system. So this is being developed at Nasik and Pune area around cage. So these cage culture site, these are the now where other sites are available for brick clean ponds. In India, more than 5 lakh ponds, we used to call them gadda, are available where from soil has been lifted, dug out for making bricks. So these remain fallow. There we can go for cage culture. So this is another site, OCPs, open colliery pits, available in Jharkhand, Onupur and all. In Jharkhand, there are 3,000 OCPs, open colliery pit, from where 50, 60 years back coal has been mined. So these are filled with water. There is no pollution at all. We checked it down the food chain, right from surface to bottom. Plankton, benthos, periphyton, and nowhere no pollutants are available. So there, the empowering women, we developed cage culture in Jharkhand in open colliery pit for utilizing the unutilized derelict water bodies like open colliery pits in West Bengal also. We have developed, we are in touch with this Department of Fisheries, Government of West Bengal through block development officials in our Asansol, Jamuria area and all. Already we worked on 75 OCPs, where in future coming years we'll be demonstrating this technology, empowering women self-help group for utilizing these derelict water bodies like OCP. This is in Onupur district, Madhya Pradesh, where Department of Fisheries has developed this cage culture with able technological support provided by Central Fisheries Directorate. So this is cage and eutrophication. Many of our senior colleagues, they used to raise voice that your cage culture will be polluting our water, our reservoir. None of the Indian reservoir has been meant for many aquaculture, because these water bodies, unlike China, being utilized for irrigation, drinking, multi-purpose, multi-stakeholders, than your urban water supply, these water supply for national thermal power plant projects. But here we'll be mentioning that our area for cage culture is 20 lakh hectare, that medium and large reservoir. We have left over aside our small reservoirs. So that only medium and large reservoirs, where reservoir area is minimum 1,000 hectare, they have been chosen. And that too, out of the 20 lakh hectare, we are selecting only 0.1% area, keeping all the bargaining site aside, that only 0.1% area being chosen, and they are also 2,000 hectare. So one cage size is 25 square meter. So number of cages in 1 hectare, we can put together 400 numbers. So out of 2,000 into 400 means 8 lakh cages can be installed very safely, taking care of 0.1% of 20 lakh hectare available water bodies. So out of 8 lakh, only present status is 20,000 cages already installed, 2.5%. Another 2.5% of 20,000 cages will be installed, already undergoing installations under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. So with this, only 5% of 8 lakhs will be covered. So there is huge gap. 7.5 lakhs is still 7.6 lakhs cages to be installed in future. So there is enough scope without polluting, without making water bodies eutrophied through our case culture system. So still huge gaps to be filled in with this case culture technology. So in conclusion, we are continuously refining and standardizing case culture protocol technology. Already 20 states we are technological support backstopping regularly. We are interacting with the farmers of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, including few northeastern states. Significant production performance already mentioned that 50 to 60 kg, that is 5 to 6 ton per kgs of size 5 meter by 5 meter or 6 meter by 4 meter already being achieved, and significant achievement be made in Pong Reservoir, Himachal Pradesh, and demonstration activities regularly on entrepreneurs, MFSC students, MSc students, Department of Fishery officials, NGOs across India. So these are the boards and coracles available. We designed this coracle. This is good for our open water systems. And this is this bamboo made coracle that being introduced from South India to North India. Also hardly cost is around 700 to 800 rupees, and it can run for more than 2 to 3 years. Anybody can make it. And this is the gill net, only single these gears being utilized for harvesting fish from inland open waters. So these are the coracles being installed in Maithon Reservoir by CIFRE, and the trainers, the farmers from Telangana being taken to the case site for demonstration. So this is fish for food and income, savings and health and myself. And base protein is the fish, followed by chicken, followed by meat. So thank you all. Thank you for patient hearing by our entrepreneurs, farmers, students all. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for being with us. Now, if there are any questions, we have only 2 minutes. Since we have already gone about
Sir.
our time.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Dr. Das, sir. This is Dr.
Yeah,
Rajesh.
good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Dr. Rajesh is speaking from College of Fisheries, Pantnagar
Yeah,
University.
Rajesh bhai. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Sir, very nice presentation. Very wonderful. Very informative. Really fantastic lecture you have delivered, sir. You are a very experienced holder in the field, sir. I have some little bit, sir, questions. That what will be the stocking density of Pangasius in the cage culture, sir?
Yeah, size is first. There are two steps. One is from 3 gram, because 10 gram size Pangasius cannot be transported because of these two pectoral spine. So we have to stock 300 lines, that is 300 numbers per kg. That is 3 gram to 4 gram size in our small mesh hapas. Then it would be within 2 months, it would be grown to 100 gram, because their growing rate is very fast. And this initial feeding is around 20% of the body weight. They are voracious eater, and from 100 gram we will be stocking per cubic meter 50 to 60 numbers. And if you stock 100 gram, that within 3 months it would be completing more than 1200 gram. If you stock 250 gram of advanced fingerling of Pangas, within 3 months you will be harvesting 2 kg size from land-based as well as case culture. Case culture is they like congregation, more number of fishes being put together in case culture, unlike IMC. So 50 to 60 number per cubic meter of size 50 to 100 gram size. A previous year seed, they will be grow very fast.
But sir, initial stage you will get the seeds of 5 to 10 grams. So
yeah, that you have to.
If we get 5 to 10 grams of seed, then how much this quantity?
That 100 to 125 numbers per cubic meter when you will be stocking 3 gram size, that is 300 line seed. So this is good for transportations because of soft pectoral spine. So 100 to 125 numbers initially, then when they will be already grown 100 gram, then you segregate them, you reduce them to 50 to 60 numbers. This is optimum.
The 100 to 125 number in per cubic meter?
Obviously per cubic meter. Already our calculation is only through cubic meter only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Hello, sir.
The same stocking density in the pond also? Pond?
No, not at all. Not at all. Pond and case culture, the difference is Pond
Yes.
water depth is 4 meter, 4.5 to 5 feet maximum. That is 1.5 meter. In most occasions in India, it is only 3 feet water, 3 to 4 feet. So whatever fecal matters being released by the fish, they are at the bottom. So they develop free ammonia. Fishes are under stress. So they are maximum in 1 hectare, you can produce 30 to 40 ton. But if 1 hectare area cage culture be made, you can produce 500 ton. This is the difference, because inside the cages, there is no fecal matter, there is salinity, there is no free ammonia. This is the difference between pond and cage culture.
Hello,
So
sir.
what the stocking density, what will be, sir, for the pond?
And stocking density in 1 acre, 12,000 number, that is 30,000 number of 100 gram size can be stocked in per hectare of per hectare area of pond system.
30 to
And
40.
after 2 months, you have to evacuate 50% of bottom water every month. Otherwise, there will be free ammonia stress to the stock fish. But in reservoir, there is regularly these fecal matters is going out because of wind action and all. So this is the difference between pond culture and cage culture system. Salinity is much more
Hello,
in
sir.
cage.
Very nice, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank
Hello,
you.
sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rajesh bhai. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Sir,
Yeah.
good afternoon, sir.
Good
This is
afternoon.
Dushyant Kumar Damle from ICR SIFA, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sir, my question is,
Yeah.
though people are claiming, sir, that 100% monosex culture, but in most of the cases, the same fishes are breeding in tanks, sir, even in cages also. So
Yeah,
whether you sup-
yeah.
so whether
Continue. Huh.
so whether you suggest to stock the monosex tilapia in cages installed in open water bodies like reservoir and dams, sir?
Yeah, Dushman bhai, already I mentioned in my, because time was 1 hour. Normally I used to take whole day time. So thing is that already I mentioned, for example, in Tamil Nadu, number of reservoirs are already with this tilapia, either Mozambicus or Niloticus. So if this reservoir is not invaded with such exotics, either Oreochromis niloticus, Oreochromis mozambicus, one should not go for stocking or advocating monosex tilapia in cages. Already I mentioned. This is at central level also. But if the reservoir is already infested with exotics, such an exotics of these tilapia, then you can go for putting monosex tilapia in cages. It is a very good success. In Maharashtra, number of reservoirs already invaded and infested with tilapia, they are going for that.
Sir,
And growth
I
rate is
have
very fast. Yeah.
I have seen it in Chhattisgarh, sir.
Yeah, in Chhattisgarh also, they are regularly visiting and all, and advocating that already informed to Sukla Sahab that if the reservoir is already preoccupied with this tilapia, then only, otherwise not. We should not spoil our very precious inland open water resources. It is very difficult to rejuvenate or to revamp this reservoir, get out of tilapia. So if already infested, then one should be advocated to go for. It is a very profitable venture. Only 24% protein floating feed is required with the 24% crude protein.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Shaji.
On behalf of the participants and on behalf of the organizing committee,
Yeah,
would want to express our gratitude to you, sir. Thank you for being with us.
thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Let's join back at 2:30.